Alright, welcome back to the Crabby Dice. Today we're going to be playing the game Bruges, which is an awesome multi-use card game. Alright, so just like most games with a city theme here, all we're trying to do is be nobles in the city, get the most reputation to try to score the most victory points. Alright, so nothing fantastic with the theme there. So this is going to be the sort of review and playthrough video. Click on the link below if you want to see my setup and rules video. Three things before we start. Please like, subscribe, and comment on my YouTube channel. That'll be amazing. Alright, let's get started. Alright, super quick review time here for Bruges. Alright, this is going to be quick because I don't really have that many negative things to say about the game. It is a fantastic multi-use card game, probably my favorite. It's up there with La Granja. I waffle between the two to see which one my favorite multi-use card game is, but just a fantastic game. Let's talk about components, art, and all that stuff first. Components. Nothing to write home about here. It's just standard Euro stuff that you get from any game in the mid 2010s Euro style that wasn't kickstarted. You know, just the regular wood and meeples and cardboard chits all over the place. The dice I'm not a fan of. Maybe I'll upgrade these dice one of these days. They're really tiny and wooden, which I don't really like. But it is what it is. The art though is fantastic. I absolutely love the art on the board and the expansion boards, and especially the art of the characters on the cards. Just look at his dog. He's so cute. I love it. Alright. Next, let's just talk about the gameplay, and this is where the game shines. The game is just really smooth. It's super easy to learn. Alright, you can teach somebody this game in under 5 minutes. Really easy to understand. Really easy to teach. The game is really quick. On the box it says 60 minutes. You can play this once you know what you're doing, 3 players in under an hour. At 4, you're gonna be probably looking at an hour 15 range. Let's talk about player count here, 2 seconds. I would never play this at 5, and I would never play this at 2. Alright, 5. The problem is that you don't really do anything on anyone else's turn, so the downtime could be pretty bad. I played it once at 5, and waiting for your turn to come around is pretty bad. Alright, so don't play this at 5. At 3 and 4 is the sweet spot. I would recommend definitely at 3. Alright, so you don't have to wait too long for your turn to come back around. But the game is really easy to play. There's not really that much APing going around. Once you know what your cards do at the start of a round, then you can sort of automatically play the rest of your round pretty easily. Alright, other great things in this game, the variety. Oh my goodness. With the expansion, you get over 200 cards, and they're all unique. I mean, some of the cards sort of repeat itself depending on different colored dice and whatever, but each card is unique. So every time you play this game with 200 cards, you're never going to have the same handful of cards. And you know what? Every single game, you're just going through your cards. It's really tactical. You just draw at the start of your round, sort of decide what you're going to do with those cards, and go through your cards, and then next round just draw 5 more and do the best with the cards that are given to you. All right. I'm just going to spend 2 seconds to talk about some of the negative aspects that people say about the game, and I'm going to sort of rebuttal it. First, people don't like the threat thing. They're like, oh, why do all Stefan Feld games have this stupid threat and the game's attacking us? Honestly, this game might be the least threatening game you can possibly get from Stefan Feld. It's not going to be like in the Year of the Dragon or Notre Dame, where it's really pounding you down and you feel like the game is fighting you. In this one, the threats are so easy to take care of. It's just like a monkey wrench that the game just throws in, just so you know, once every 2 rounds you might have to use a card to get rid of a threat token. Just, you know, you might have to use a card here and there just to get rid of a threat, but it's so easy to do that I don't think it can even be considered a threat. It's just something you got to think about. Plus it's giving you points as you're taking care of them, so it's not so bad. Alright, the second thing people complain about is the randomness of the cards. Alright, I'm going to agree with them in one aspect. If you're sort of trying to build a type of engine, but you're not getting the type of cards that you want, it is what it is. People don't complain about it in Terraforming Mars or another Wingspan or any game like that when you're trying to get cards, which I find those games even worse at that aspect of the game. This one at least is multi-use cards. Alright, so think of it like if you're top decking Wingspan or Terraforming Mars, alright, whatever you get is what you get. You can't really use your cards for anything else. At least this one, if you're top decking a certain card, you can use it for 6 different ways. It's multi-use cards, so you always have a way to use the cards. You can use it for workers, for money, you can use it for many different things. Building your canals, you're pretty much going to need all the colors. Alright. The other thing people complain about is if you're searching for certain colors, then you might not be able to get it because it's random. two things about that: you can sort of play with a 3-deck system, which sometimes I play with, and second of all, that's all input randomness. All right, I don't mind Euro games with input randomness because, you know, it's just like Castle of Burgundy. You roll your dice. Sometimes you really want a 6, but you're rolling a bunch of 2s and 3s, and you don't have the workers to turn it into a 6. So you know what? It sucks. There's a lot of Euro games out there, almost all of them at this point, where there's input randomness thrown into the game so that you sort of have to manage what you're given. All right, if you really want a blue card but you don't get that blue card, well, you know what, do the best with what you have. That's just sort of what Euro games do nowadays. It's all input randomness. I don't feel so, you know, I don't mind that so much. I hate output randomness where you're just playing like Hero Quest, where you're just moving a space, you roll dice, oh okay, I guess I missed, all right, well that sucks, or Nemesis or whatever. All right, and there you go. So this is probably, like I said, my favorite multi-use card game. I absolutely love this game. It plays really fast, really easy. The engine building aspect is really simple. You're never doing like a Vital Lacerda game type of thing where you have to transform something 6 different times before you end up getting the resource that you want. In this one, every single engine card is pop in a worker to get something or giving him money to get something. It's really, really simple. All right. So it's actually not that complex of a game. The complexity is just in the choosing of your card and what you're going to use the card for, because each card can be used in 6 different ways. So the last thing I'm going to say is all multi-use card games I love because it's the decision space in those kind of games are large because each card can be used in different ways. So you got to really think about what you want to do. All right. So overall, let me cut this short here. It's a definite 6-on-6 with the expansion. I mean, it kind of sucks that you can't find the expansion anywhere. But with the Queen reprint, I would definitely get the Queen reprint because I believe the expansion is included, and it, you know, fixes some of the rules and some of the cards that were overpowered. I don't actually like the Queen variant where each stack you can just pick the colors that you want. It sort of removes that input randomness, and then you can just build your engine exactly like you want. And there's, I mean, the only randomness then is the dice, which doesn't really affect the game that much. So take it or leave it. Maybe they have a variant in that Queen thing where you can play exactly this way as well, which I prefer. All right, so there's my review. My playthrough's coming up. I hope you enjoy it. If not, we'll see you in the next one. Later. All right, welcome to the Bruges playthrough. All right, so this is going to be a 3-player game like usual. You can see our steels on the board. I'm going to be red playing against green and yellow. Just a couple of notes for this one. I am going to play with the first 2 modules that were included in the expansion. Deals with these boats that are going to come in. I think it's a necessary expansion, or else the canals are kind of pointless to build, which is great. And I'm going to throw in the extra people, but I'm also going to play with less cards than we should just to make the game a little faster. All right, so let's get going. So the game is played sort of until one of these 2 draw decks run out. So we didn't, you know, I can't tell you how many rounds it's going to be. But every round is the same 4 phases. All right, you're going to draw, you're going to roll the dice, you're going to do your actions, and then you're going to sort of check majorities and sort of reset the board. All right, so the first thing you're going to do is draw. That's phase 1. I'm just going to show you that for the first turn of the game. The rest of the turns I'll just skip this step so you don't have to see it because it's kind of boring. We're going to have to draw back up to 5. Right, so at the start of the game, we all start with no cards in our hand, and we're going to draw. So when you draw, you can draw from either draw pile, and you know, my seal is here, so I want a red or a purple, just so maybe I would want to build a canal right away. So then I'm going to go 1, let's go for the other one, 2, let's go for variety, 3, actually I should switch these around so I don't see the next color, 4, and what am I missing? You know what, let's go for 1 of each, 5, there you go. So those are going to be my 5 cards. Alright, and you don't get to look at the cards until you draw all your cards. Right now I can look at them and sort of strategize, but I'll do that in a couple seconds. Let's go to green. Green's going to need blue or yellow. Let me turn these around. Just give me a second. There you go. Alright, so let him start grabbing some purple. Purple. 3, 4. Oh, okay, well. Sort of got unlucky, a bunch of the same colors, so he's not going to be building a canal this turn because he doesn't have a yellow or a blue, which is, you know, it's a bit of the luck part of this game. And then yellow is going to need blue or brown, so let him go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there you go. So everyone's got their 5 cards. We're good to go. All right, so that's phase 1. All right, you're going to do that every single round. Now, phase 2 is rolling the dice. Alright, so this is the interesting part. So the first player, whoever has this first player marker over here, is going to take all the dice, give it a good roll. All right, we're gonna put them on the track here. I like to put them in sort of numerical order. It'll help out when checking certain things. All right, so for the ones that show 5 or 6, we're all gonna get threats of that color. All right, so we're all gonna get a red and a purple threat. And as you can see with these threats, they're sort of pie pieces, and when you get 3 of the same color together, you're gonna create a full circle, and that's when the threat's gonna sort of attack you. But there's ways of getting rid of this threat, but we're each gonna get a red and a purple. Let me just hand this off to every player. Purple and red. There you go. All right, so that takes care of that. Now, because of the expansion, normally the 3s and 4s don't do anything, but now we're gonna put out boats equal to the colors of 3s and 4s. So we're gonna put out a brown boat and a yellow boat. So we're gonna come down here in the brown boat. It's gonna come here, and the yellow boat. Must have mixed up some colors here, but anyway, this is the yellow boat. Yeah, so there you go. And there you go. And now, okay, the last thing you're gonna do during phase 2 is we can all pay 2 gold one time to go up the reputation track. We only start with $5, and you sort of have to decide in turn order. So you know what? I'm good for it. I'm gonna pay $2. You know what? Everyone's gonna pay $2. Why not? Let's all pay $2 off the start of the game, just so we can get onto this reputation track. And there you go. Alright, so there you go. Those are the first 2 phases of the game. Alright, now phase 3 is actually doing your actions. Alright, so this game is all about multi-use cards. Okay, so if you've never played before, very quick, if we're going to look at a random person here. The 5 actions on the right are the same no matter what card it is. It's just the color that changes. Okay, so this is getting 2 worker meeples, getting money from the supply equal to the dice value, getting rid of a threat, which we talked about before, building a canal, or building a house, which requires a worker of this color. Alright, so those are all the same. You just pick the color you want. So if I wanted 2 brown workers or 2 blue workers, or maybe get money according to the blue dice or red dice or purple dice, whatever. Alright, so those are all the same. The other 6th action is actually playing a person for their ability. Alright, now people can have infinite, which means it's always an effect. You can have put a worker to activate the ability, and so on and so on. Different things can happen. Alright, but you can't hire a person unless you have a house for them to live inside. Alright, so maybe the first 2-3 moves we're not going to really be building or hiring people because we don't have a house. Other things to note are the price of the character in the top left. If I put these in order, actually, might be helpful. Alright, and the amount of points that they're going to give you at the end of the game. So this guy costs 12, he's going to give me 4 points. And then his ability is amazing. Whenever another player recruits a person, take $2 from the supply. Alright, so you gotta sort of wage the cost versus the points versus the ability and see which one you want to do. Alright, so what do I want to do to start off the game? Alright, so let's look at my hand. Alright, so the first thing I think I'm going to do is build a canal, just to show you how this works, because this deals with the expansion. Normally when you build a canal, you just get rid of the card and you pay and that's it, but now there's going to be an extra little thing. Alright, so to build a canal, I have to get rid of either a purple or a red, because those are the ones I'm connected to. And I think I'm going to get rid of the... I don't want to get rid of the purple right now, although I'm going to probably get rid of it for the money in a couple of seconds. But, you know what, let me get rid of the red. Now the red, like I mentioned before, it all deals with the color. I'm going to build a red canal. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a canal piece. You build it here, and it's going to cost you $1. So you have to pay the cost of what's written on the board. So I'm going to go to my board, get rid of 3, put back 2. Is my camera working? Here you go. You are also going to notice that I am playing with this special board that I downloaded off BGG. It does not come with the game, but it's a neat way of sort of separating your things. Alright, there you go. Alright, so normally that would end my turn in the regular game, but now because I'm playing with the expansion, we're going to look at the boats over here. Whenever you build a canal, you can use a worker of any of the boat colors here to activate that boat. Now, I obviously don't want to activate this one because this one lets you reactivate one of your workers. That's sort of a down arrow, considering I haven't, not worker, characters. So I'm obviously going to activate this one. So I'm going to get rid of a brown person, brown worker, and that's going to allow me to go up on the rep track again. Alright, and there you go, that was my turn. Alright, you're going to end up doing 4 actions per round, and then you're going to sort of redo the stuff again. Alright, so what is green going to do? I think green is going to build a house to get ready to hire a person. So they're going to build a house. So to build a house, you just take any card you want, flip it over and do the other side. And you just have to give up a worker of the color of the house. So they're going to give up a blue worker. There you go. And now we're going to deal with yellow. What does yellow want to do? I think yellow is going to also build a... No, yellow's going to build a house as well. So they're going to flip this over and get rid of a brown card. Brown worker, sorry. Brown worker. And there you go. We all did one action. Pretty simple. Now it comes back to me. What do I want to do? I think I already, even though this card is awesome and I really like it, he's really expensive and I probably won't be able to play him in the first like 2-3 rounds of the game. So I'm going to get rid of him for the money symbol on the right. So over here you see you get money equal to the die value of purple. So that's going to be $5. So I'm going to discard this card and it's going to give me $5. Right? Pretty much everyone's going to do the same thing because they all need money. Green's going to get rid of purple as well. Actually, wait, sorry, he's not going to get rid of purple. He's going to get rid of red. He's going to get rid of red because that'll give him $5 as well. And now yellow is going to get rid of purple. He's going to get $5 as well. Yeah. I'm playing a little loose. I'm just trying to get the game moving as much as I can. Alright, back to me. Now what do I want to do? I'm good with money. I'm probably going to want to build a house. I'm not a fan of any of these characters, to be honest with you. He's not bad, but he's worth 0 and 0 points as well. Not the best characters that I have. Play a card or reactivate a guy. The reactivation's pretty good if I can get a couple of guys that I can activate like him, but with a better power that I can activate multiple times for a purple. That would be great. But I think what I'm going to do is build a house as well. So I'm going to turn this over, just show you how this is done. I'm going to build a house, and I have to get rid of a yellow guy because it's a yellow house. Into the supply. Alright, now what green is going to do, you're going to see him hire the first worker of the game. I think what he's going to do is hire this dude over here, and that's going to cost him 3 gold. 3 gold, and he's going to play him. Now this guy's pretty good. Every time he uses a purple guy to get money, he gets an extra $3. So a great way to get money. Alright, yellow's turn. The prince is awesome. This is a really good character. It's $9 though, and he only has 8. He's missing $1. So what he might do, I think what he's going to do is he's going to try to get this prince out this turn. So I mean, originally he wanted to build a canal with this and then build a character, but I think he really wants to get the prince out. So what he's going to do is going to get rid of his yellow, even though it's only $3, just to get the extra cash, and then he's going to hire this worker. So $3. Alright, back to me for my last action of the round. What should I do? I don't want to sort of put either of these guys out as characters in my tableau. So what else can I do? I can get workers. I can get money. I can get rid of a threat, which isn't a bad idea. Although my 2 threats are red and purple, and I don't have red or purple cards, so that's useless. I can't build really a canal because I need purple or yellow, and then neither of these are purple or yellow. I could build another house, but I already have a house ready for a person. So what I think I'm gonna do is just get rid of him for money. It's gonna cost me 4. Not gonna cost me 4, but I'll get an extra $4, so I'll be rich for next turn. So maybe I can get a character that's really powerful, build them right away, and see how that turns out. So I'm gonna get rid of him. He's gonna give me $4. All right, and there you go. That's it for the round. You are pretty much always gonna carry over at least 1 card into the next round. So what does green want to do? Let's see, green, yellow, or blue doesn't have. I think what they're going to do is they're going to take advantage of that power they just got, the gem miner. So when they use a purple card for money, they get an extra $3. So by discarding him for money, he's going to get $8, which is really, really, really good. So he's going to be fine for money for a while. So let's give him $8. He's pretty much rich. And I think yellow as their last move is going to build hire the prince. I keep saying build, but he's going to hire the prince. It's going to cost 9. All right. And he's going to activate the prince. So the way you activate people in this game is whenever there's a worker icon, you just have to use a worker on the card and you sort of tilt them to say that you use them this round, and then you activate the power below. So his power is you're going to get a point and you're going to get $2. All right. So he's going to get to do this every single round as long as he has blue workers to power it up. Just for this playthrough, I'm just going to keep the worker on the prince, and then during cleanup I'll just take them all off just to signify that he activated already. So that's going to be $2 and 1 point. So he's on the board. And boom, just like that, we all finished our 4 actions. We're done for the round. All right, so the last thing you do, phase 4, is check majorities. All right, so this is where you're going to go through all the 3 different majorities and score. All right, I'm sort of lucky. So the canal majority is going to be me because I have 1 and both have 0. The reputation track is going to be me again because I'm up the track and the other 2 players didn't. So when you're checking majorities, all you got to do is flip over when you have majority. And now I don't have to worry about these 2 anymore. I solidified those 4 points for each at the end of the game. All right, the last one here is for people. Now you only get it if you're in clear majority and the other 2 players have a person each, so nobody's going to get that one. All right, after that, because we're playing with the expansion, you're sort of going to toss these out of the game. All right, and you're going to pass the first player marker to the next player. You're going to give them the dice. And there you go, that's the end of the first round. Now, the start of the next round, you're going to go through the 4 phases again, draw cards, roll dice, do your actions, and check majorities again. I'm going to skip the first 2 sections. I'll come back for the actions because it's going to be boring for you to see me draw some cards. All right, so I'll be right back. All right, here we go. So start of round 2, I already grabbed the cards, I already rolled the dice. So oddly enough, we didn't roll any 5s or 6s, but we rolled a bunch of 3s and 4s and 2s. So everyone passed on paying the $4 to move at the rep track. $4 is kind of a lot of money at the start of the game to just get a couple of extra points, so nobody's gonna pay that. And here we go. So green is now first player. Let's look at his cards. And I think he was gonna try to be nasty with him, which allows him to make us discard a canal piece. But I think what he's gonna do is gonna try to build a canal right away. So what he's gonna do, oh, he wanted to build the minstrel because the minstrel's awesome because he's generating a ton of money every single turn because of the purple power. This guy lets him build canals without having to discard a card. You just have to pay twice the cost of that spot. So what he's going to do is build a house so you can install this guy in. So which house does he want to build? He's got pretty much every color except for blue, so he can't discard this one. So let him discard the red one. So he's going to install the red house. And he's going to get rid of a red worker. There you go. Now we're down to yellow. So what does yellow want to do? So yellow, actually, he got the Baron. So it's exactly like the prince that he had. It's a point and $2. And he really wants to put him in. So every turn he's going to be generating $4 and 2 points just by using up a couple of workers, which would be fantastic. So for this one, he does need money. And he did notice that a couple of the $6 ships are out there. So I think what he needs to do is use one of his cards for canal so he can get the $6, use another character as a house, and then his third action for the round is playing the Baron. All right, so he wants to go blue or brown, so he has a couple of blue cards. So which one does he want to get rid of? For each threat marker, you know what, he's gonna get rid of this one. This is a great way to get money at one time, but not that useful right now. So he's gonna get rid of this. Also, just as a reminder for this game, don't get married to your cards. You're gonna get awesome cards throughout the game. Even if you really like a card, you know, just chuck it. You'll probably get something better later on. So he got rid of a blue card. He's gonna get rid of $1. Oops, got to get rid of this. He's gonna get rid of $1. And he's gonna lose either a blue or a yellow worker. Well, he only has a yellow one. He's gonna get rid of his yellow worker. Alright. So he got rid of a blue card. And he's gonna get back $6. So already he's at $9, which is great. He just has to build a house and then build the barn or hire the barn. All right, now I get to my turn. So what do I want to do? So I got an interesting hand here. Which is the card that I like? The card that I liked is this one. So he lets me get $2 for each of my yellow houses, and by complete chance I already had a yellow house. So if I can sort of install another yellow house, just by activating him I get $4 every turn, which would be fantastic return. I would almost never have to get rid of cards for money. So what I'm going to do is install one of these two as a house, but the problem is I don't have any yellow workers. Alright, so I got to use one of them as a getting workers and then use the other one as a house. So I'm gonna end up getting rid of both of these, so it doesn't really matter which one it is. So I'm gonna get rid of this one here for my 2 yellow workers. All right, now we're gonna go to green. What did green want to do? I don't remember. Oh yeah, he wanted to put in the minstrel. All right, so he's gonna put in the minstrel. It's gonna cost him $3. 1, 2, 3. That's the minstrel. All right, and then we got Mr. Baron, but he needs a house for the Baron. So which one does he want to put in? He only has a purple and red worker left, so he's got to get rid of one of these two. And this one gives him a ton of cash, but I think he's okay for money for now. And this one is good for discarding threats. So you know what? He's gonna build a purple house. He's gonna put this one in. Get rid of a purple worker. All right, back to my turn. We already knew what I wanted to do. Build this one as a house. So I'm gonna get rid of a yellow worker. Turn this around. Build another house. So I'm gonna build a lot of yellow houses this game. All right, that's gonna cost me a yellow worker. All right. Now back to green. What does green want to do? All right, so green has that ability, right, with the minstrel. So I'll show you how that's done. So he's gonna pay his yellow worker on the minstrel. I'll just show you the card. And what this allows you to do is when you activate him, you can build a canal without a card, but you have to pay double the price, right? And you don't get to use the boat ability when you do it from a character's power. All right, so he's still okay with that. He's gonna pay 2 gold. So get rid of 3, take back 1. All right, and just picks a spot because this costs 1 and 1. So he'll just go on that side. Boom. So every single round, as long as he has a ton of cash, you can just pay to build the canals and get more points. All right, so we're gonna get to yellow, who obviously wanted to put in the Baron, so that's gonna cost him all his money. So that's 9. All right, there you go. Now back to me. All right, so what did I want to do? Oh yeah, I wanted to put in the councilman. All right, the councilman will give me $2 per, so it's gonna cost me 3. Only 3. Now I could activate him now, and he's gonna give me $4. Let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I already have $8. It'll give me 12. So if next turn I draw a super powerful character that's 12. What does the cardinal do? Oh, scores extra points in the game for each of my church icons, which isn't great right now. So you know what? Let me do it now. I'm gonna activate him. And by activating him, normally you have to tap it, but leaving the worker on is enough. That'll give me $4. So 2 for this and 2 for this. Let's take 3, 4. Get some change. All right, so now I got $12. The most expensive people in this game cost 12. So if I can get a hold of a powerful 12 cost person, I can install them here, and it'll be really good. All right, so that's. Oh, I didn't even do my action yet. Actually, I did do my action, which was building the guy. All right, sorry, small mistake. I did forget to do Green's action on the previous round. I activated his minstrel, but I actually didn't do an action with his card. So it's his turn now, so I'm just going to do both of his actions right now. Let's see. Ideally, he wants to. Let's see. What does he want to do? I mean, he can use this card for $5 to remember his ability for an extra $2, but you know what? That's not great. He doesn't have any. He doesn't have any yellow workers to reactivate his minstrel next turn. So what he's going to do is going to use him for the 2 workers. So he would have done that last turn. So next turn he can activate his minstrel, or next round. And now he's going to do his last action for the round. And let's see, a blue and a purple doesn't help him on the canal. Blue will give him $4, but I think he's okay for money. He's at $8, which is plenty. I mean, he can go to 12 and wait like I did, but I think he's going to install a house, and he only has a purple worker left. So he doesn't have a blue one left, so he's going to use a purple worker. So he's got a sort of house ready for another person. And now we're going to go to yellow's last action for the round, and yellow needs purple and blue workers to reactivate his prince and his baron. So what he's going to do is he's going to use up his blue card here for the 2 blue workers. He's going to get 2 blue workers, and he's going to activate his prince with one of the blue workers he just got, which will give him $2 and another point. Alright, so starting from now, he's going to need a lot of yellow and purple workers to power off his baron and his prince. Alright, and finally, my last action for the round. Alright, so I got these 2 cards. Let's look at my tableau here. I can sort of install one of these 2, but I don't really care about endgame points right now, and the puppeteer isn't that useful right now either. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to build a canal space with this. Why not? Sure, let's do that. So I'm going to use a purple one to build a purple canal space. So let's get rid of the card. I'm going to pay $1 for that. I'm going to build a purple canal here. And I'm going to get rid of a worker. So either blue, red, or yellow. So what do I want? Money or going up the rep track? I think I'm going to want money. So let's get rid of the blue one. Alright, so I'm going to get rid of a blue worker, and the blue one is $6. So I'm going to go here, take $6. Alright, add it there, and there you go. So the round is over. So let's check majorities again. Let's get rid of these, pass this on to the yellow player. So none of the majorities actually change. I'm still ahead. I'm still ahead there. If you already have a majority, you just skip it because you already have it. So we're all good there. We're going to get rid of these boats, and let's go on to the next round. Like usual, I'll skip the drawing and the rolling of the dice. We'll be back for the actions. Alright, started round 3, rolled the dice. We got a couple more threats, and a couple of boats came out. So we can pay $2 to advance. I think everyone's going to pay $2. Even though that was yellow's last $2, they're going to get a bunch of money next turn. And I'm definitely going to pay 2. And we're all going to go up again. Alright, so yellow's first player. Let's look at his hand. So he's got this, and I think he's going to discard the purple one for 2 workers because he wants to activate his 2 characters again. So he's just going to keep doing that every single round. So he's going to get 2 purples. He's going to spend 1 purple and 1 blue to activate his prince and his baron again. So he's going to get $4 and 2 points. Alright, so he's got a little engine going every round. 2 points, $2. 2 points, $4. 2 points, $4. Alright, down to me. Alright, what do I want to do? So, I mean, I looked over my hand. Oops. Not the best assortment of cards, to be honest. I mean, there's nothing I really want to build. See, this one's not bad, actually. He can let me draw a card from the discard and perform the action on it, so I can always pay attention to the discard, and I think I might want to build that or pay for him. But I do also want to build more yellow houses, so I do also want to use him as houses, and I also need the yellow workers, so this guy is really important for me. Unfortunately, the other cards in my hand are kind of trash. So I think what I'm going to do right away is, because I'm not interested in this card at all, because he scores me points for my different colored houses, which I'm not going to do. I'm going to get rid of him to build a canal. So that's going to cost me $2. Alright, build a canal. Alright, so that's that. But I'm also going to use a purple worker to activate this boat and get rid of 2 threats. So which threats do I want to get rid of? You know what, I don't really care if I get hit by this, because losing a canal is just basically losing this one, which is $1 and 1 card. So I don't really care. So I think I'm going to lose these 2, because these 2 are more important, especially the brown ones are pretty devastating. You just don't want to get hit by that one. Right, so that was my turn. Alright, so what does green want to do? Green, I think right away, I think what he's going to do is he's going to use his ability with the minstrel. So he's going to pay one worker on his minstrel. He's going to pay $2. So he's going to get one back to get a canal on the space over here. Alright, so now he'll do his regular action. So what does he want to do? I think what he's going to do is discard his purple guy to get 3 plus 3, $6. Remember, he's got that ability from the beginning of the game. Alright, so now back to yellow. What does yellow want to do? Yellow's going to want to get rid of some of those threats as well. So let's see, brown or... Let's see, brown or yellow. He doesn't have yellow, so he'll go with the brown. So he's going to play this card here. And $1. And a purple worker. Put a canal right over here, and he's going to discard 2. He's going to follow my lead and discard these 2. Alright, back to me, second player. Alright, what do I want to do? I mean, I can still put this guy in, although I need to be fishing for some yellow guys later. Plus, I won't be able to activate my power because I don't have any yellow meeples or workers. This guy gets rid of brown stuff, but kind of useless right now. Red. I mean, I could pay again to go up on the brown with him. It'll cost me $3, and I can get rid of... Actually, I won't be able to get rid of anything. Blue. I could discard him for the workers, and then when I use him to build a canal, I can get rid of 2 more threat. I could also put him in play, get the 2 workers, and then activate him to get me a free action from the top of the discard. So that's what I'm going to do. Alright, I'm going to get him to get 2 workers, red, from the supply here. I'm going to have 3, which is good. No worries. Alright, so green. I think green is going to follow everyone's lead. They're going to get rid of a red and $2. Although, wait, can't do that just yet. Wait a second, because he doesn't have the blue or purple worker. So let me take back those $2. So he's going to have to get rid of a blue to get the 2 workers first. So he's done that. So we already know what he's going to do next. And next, let's go to yellow. So yellow, let's see, build a canal. Majority markers, take 1 of any color. So he's sort of like, but he doesn't have a house. He doesn't have workers. I think he's gonna build this one like a house. So he's gonna build a red house. Get rid of a red worker. All right, back to me. All right, so what do I want to do? I wanted to put this guy into play. Sure, let's do that. I'm gonna put him into play. I'm gonna put him here. Now it's gonna cost me $9. Not so bad. 3, 6, 9. Still at $4. I'm rich. Rich, I tell you. Should I activate him now? I have to pay attention at the top card. So the top card is blue. You know what? I might wait. As soon as there's a yellow card up there, I'll activate it, get the worker, and it'll be perfect. If there's a yellow card that shows up, we'll see. Alright, so that was my turn. So now let's go to green. Let's see. Green. What did he want to do? He wanted to build a canal now. So which of these 2 brown cards does he want to get rid of? The engraver is super powerful, so he's going to definitely keep the engraver. You can get rid of either the red or the brown because he can go on either side. I think he wants to get rid of the this guy because he's already got a character that lets him get extra money, so he doesn't really need this one. So he's going to get rid of this one plus $2. To build a canal right over here. Plus he's going to get rid of a blue worker to get rid of 2 threat. And just like the rest of us, follow our leads. That's the problem when I'm doing everyone's decisions. I'm going to make the same ones. Alright. Alright. Finally, we get down to yellow for their last action of the round. What should they do? So they can go purple or yellow. They can't do either. So canal's out of the picture. They don't need to build a house, sort of out of the picture. Do they need money? They only have $3. They could actually put him into play, and then he'll get majority of the characters. So I think that's what he's going to do. He's going to play this, even though he doesn't really like the ability. He's going to do that just to get the majority. So he's going to play him, put his $3 into the bin, and he's done. Alright, so now for my last action of the round, what should I do? I can either build a house, and that's about it, or pay $3 to go up on the track, but I'm not too interested about that. Can't really build a house either because I don't have these colors, so I think I'm going to discard them for their colors. Should I discard him for brown, or should I discard this one for blue? Which card do I like better? I actually don't mind the puppeteer. He can get me a lot of cash. But the brown one's actually pretty good because the brown ones could be devastating. You know what, it doesn't really matter, I don't think. So let me just get rid of this one for 2 blue workers. Actually, wait. You know what? Before I do that, what I'm going to do is use a red worker here. Alright, and what that red worker lets me do is copy that card. And what I'm going to do with that card is get 2 brown workers. Alright. Actually, you know what? Never mind. Because that still counts as my action. It's not like a free action, so never mind. Let me put these back. Let me put this back. Sorry about that. You know what? I'd rather empty out my hand so that I could draw better cards next turn. So I'm going to get rid of the blue one because I just realized that the brown one I can use to build a canal next turn. So I'm going to get rid of the blue. That's going to give me 2 blue workers. And that's pretty much it for my turn. Sorry about that. And now for the last action of the round, we got Mr. Green, who can also build a blacksmith just to block yellow from getting the majority. What else can he do? He could also build a canal to get the majority as well, because then he'll have 4 and it beats our 2 and 3. So I think he can do either one. I think he's gonna want to go for a majority. So you know what, but he really wants to put the engraver in that house. The engraver is really good, and he's missing $2 to do that. Oh man. Doesn't want to do either one. You know what he's gonna do? He's gonna wait a turn. Maybe next turn he'll get majority for both because he'll be able to put him into play, and he'll be able to maybe build out his canal with his minstrel. So he's gonna actually discard him for 2 red workers. There you go. And that's it. We're done? We're done. Alright, we're gonna check majorities. So yellow's gonna get majority of people because he's got 3. Alright, the canals, nobody gets majority because it's 3 and 3. And I still have the majority on the track here, so it doesn't really matter. Alright, so there's the end. Let's get rid of these tokens. Blue and purple. Alright, like usual, I'm gonna set up for next round. I'll be back. Alright, here we go. So started round 4. Actually, we drew our cards. That was phase 1. Phase 2 is we rolled the dice. Let me roll them here. Got a bunch of, 5, 6, 3, 3, 1. Oh, it looks like we're all gonna face the red. Well, I'm not gonna take it from the track, but the red one is we're all gonna face the red threat. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get rid of either a house or a canal for everyone. So I'm gonna do that for everyone. Then everyone's gonna get a blue as well. So blue, 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 blue. Blood. Okay, now we got to decide. Do we want to get rid of a house or a canal? So for me, it's easy. I don't want to get rid of a house because then I'm going to have to lose a person. So I'm going to obviously lose a canal. All right, which is, I'll take the cheapest one, which is fine. For the other players though, yellow as well doesn't want to lose a guy. So let me look at his hand. He has a blue card and he doesn't have a brown card. So you know what? He's going to get rid of this canal here so he can rebuild it. And for green, I mean, he can build canal super easy with his minstrel. So you know what? He's going to get rid of that too. Alright, and there you go. So now we got to put out the purple one. Purple, money. and the yellow one, which is the meeple one. All right, here we go. All right, so I'm first player. And I got these cards. So I think I'm gonna show you a bit of a combo here that I just saw. Actually, I just read my card. I don't know how. Anyway, what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna actually play this card for the meeples. All right, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play the card, and I play it for the meeples. So I'm gonna get 2 yellow meeples. Next, before I end my turn, I'm actually gonna play a red worker on my guy over here, and this guy says, I don't know if you can read it. It says, draw the top card from the discard pile and perform an action with that card. Alright, so I'm going to draw the card from the discard pile, and I'm going to perform an action with the card, which is going to be get 2 more yellow workers. I don't know if that's legal. I don't know if that card is read wrong or whatever, but that's how I'm going to decide to play it. Alright, so I'm going to get 2 more. Boom. Alright, there you go. That was my first action of the turn, getting a ton of yellow meeples, and that's about it. Alright, so what does Mr. Green want to do? So what they're going to do, pretty easy. Oops. They're going to play a meeple on their minstrel. They're going to pay $2. And they're going to rebuild this one right over here. Alright, so the next thing they're going to do is, because he's running low on meeples. A lot of people are running low on meeples, but they don't have yellow meeples either. I think a lot of people are going to try to get yellow meeples so then we can get more meeples here. So we're going to get, he's going to discard that for 2 more yellow meeples, or workers. I'm gonna call them workers, meeples, whatever. That was his turn. And yellow's gonna do the exact same thing. He's gonna get rid of 2. You're gonna get rid of a card for 2, and then you're gonna use 1 to gain another 2 when you do the boat action, so, or the canal action. So it's worth it. Alright, so he's gonna get his 2. Oops, I forgot to get rid of these for the last one. Alright, so that was everyone did an action. Back to me. Alright, what do I want to do? I'm probably just gonna wanna get more meeples. Does that sound like a plan? I would also love to play one of these as houses, maybe. But my only choice is these 2 because I only have a red. I don't have a brown worker. But I'm probably going to use one of my browns to build the canal. So what I'm going to do is, for every blue house. Okay, this card is pretty terrible for me. So I'm going to get rid of it. Brown one. Plus $3. Oops. To get a canal there. Alright, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a yellow meeple here, worker, to get 3 more workers. So which 3 should I get? I mean, I can diversify, but I want a yellow one and a red one for sure, because they sort of go together with my people. And then I'm gonna get a brown one in case I need to do, actually, I'll take a purple one in case I want to build another canal, then at least I can get some money. So I'll do that. Alright, so I'm full of meeples at this moment. So I'm gonna be okay to power up these 2. You know what, I'm gonna power them up now because I won't be able to build a yellow one this round. So this one takes a yellow one. Put him here, and this is going to give me $4. Alright, there you go. Okay, my Green's turn. What does he have? What does he have? He wants to do the same thing, I think. So which one does he get rid of? He doesn't have yellow, so he can't build up there to get the points. I think he's going to have to go down here. So he'll get rid of a red. To build here, that's gonna cost him $2. Unfortunately, he didn't get a purple card this round, so he can't really use his ability to get a lot of money, which kind of sucks. And then he's gonna use a yellow worker to get 3 workers, and I think he's gonna get 2 yellows and a purple. Yeah, he's gonna get a purple for the, or maybe he can even do the flood. Each other player must take, yeah, you can force us all to get rid of, you know what, that might be a good idea. Nice attack card, so that's fine. So instead of the purple, he'll get a blue. It's gonna force us to take a bunch of floods, and we're gonna end up losing our workers, which is great. All right, next is gonna be yellow. What did he want to do exactly? Oh, he needed a bunch of workers, right? Because he's trying to power up his prince and his baron. So he needs to build a canal to get a bunch of meeples. So what he's gonna do is, oh, he's got the perfect card to protect him from that character that he's gonna play. So he's definitely gonna keep this card, and I think he's gonna play a purple one. But he's got no money. Ah, he's actually gonna discard the red one here for $5. And the next turn he'll get his stuff. There you go. All right, back to me. What should I do? I think I want to build another house for sure. This one just gives me money. I'm not interested in having that right now because I already have that other character that gives me $4 a turn, so I don't really care about $3 a turn. So I'll build a house with her. So it's going to cost me a blue worker. It's not a yellow house, so I'd love that to have been yellow, but you know, can't decide that all the time. Back to green. I think he wants to play a smuggler, but he doesn't have enough money for the smuggler. Oh man, he wants to play the smuggler, he doesn't have enough money, but his other two cards are brown, and the brown's $1. Ah! So he kind of got stuck. Oh man. I think he's just gonna build another house with him. It's gonna be another brown worker. Houses aren't bad. You can put them with you can put characters in them later, and they're worth a point anyway at the end of the game. All right, so yellow's up next. Oh yeah, he wanted to build a canal so that he could get his workers to power up his prince and his other guys. So what he's gonna do is gonna get rid of. Take one of any color at the end of the third kind of space. Wow, this one's really good and easy to do at the end of the game. So he's gonna get rid of this purple one to pay $2. He's gonna pay $2 there. Then he's gonna get rid of a yellow worker for there. And then he'll take two blues and a purple. Alright, but then he's going to use a blue and a purple right away on his prince and his baron, which is going to give him $4 and 2 more points. Alright, so my last action for the round, I think I'm just going to use, because I need the red card for either reaching the end here or my first step here. So I think I'm going to use the brown guy as another house. Over here, get rid of a brown worker. So I got space for 2 guys. Hopefully next turn I'll draw somebody good to put in there. Green's up next. I think what he's gonna do is put in the smuggler, because that's gonna be awesome. He's gonna put this guy into play, which is gonna cost him. Actually, he doesn't have enough money for that. No, we already established that, so he's gonna have to play it next turn. Oh man, I keep forgetting that he doesn't have the money. He's at $4. With this, is gonna be $5. He's still missing. Ah, darn. So I think he wants to definitely keep him for next turn. So what does he want to do with him? Not much. He doesn't have any. Do a dollar. He doesn't have a brown. They can't build a canal. He can get either 2 workers or $1. I think he's just gonna discard this for 2 brown workers. Better than nothing. All right, and that's his turn. And finally we get to yellow, who would like to build again. He wants to build him, right? Because this is the perfect, although he doesn't know that he has that card. I'm playing as if he knew. This card is really good as well, because this will give him an extra 2 points if he reaches the 3-point spot here and here. So he can sort of get both ways and score 10 points instead of 6, which is kind of huge. But either way, he needs to build a house for it, but he doesn't have the workers to do it. So, oh man, yeah. I guess he can get rid of this for money. He's kind of stuck. Although he does need the purple and blue meeples to activate his powers next turn. So what he's going to do is actually going to discard him, even though it's a very good card and he likes it. He's going to get rid of that for his 2 purple meeples so he can power up his baron next turn. Alright, there you go. It's the end of the round. Like usual, clean up. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Get rid of the dice. Check majorities. So nothing is actually going to, actually green is going to get his majority for the canals. Let's flip over his token. That's pretty good. And nobody else is going to move there. Did I forget to actually pay to move up the track this round? Probably, but either way, let's go to the next round. Yeah, here we go. So it's the start of round 5. This is going to be green rolling. Let's roll this out. And wow, I'm rolling a lot of low numbers this game. It's a lot of 3s. Lots of boats are going to come out. A 2 and a 5. So we're all going to get a brown threat. I've not been rolling a lot of threats this game, so it's not something that you're going to see us fighting a lot of threat, but that's good. So a lot of boats are going to come out, so we're going to get a blue one, a purple one, and a yellow one. Alright, so that's that. And now we can all pay $2 to advance on the track. I'm rich, or I can get money easily, so I'll pay. Yellow doesn't, you know what, yellow doesn't care about the track. He wants to pay for his other characters. Although he does get a lot of money with his prince and his guy. So yeah, you know what, he'll pay. He'll pay 1. And green is not going to pay. He doesn't get money easy, so he's not going to pay. Doesn't care about this track anymore. Alright, so let's get to our actions. So first is going to be green. I think the first thing he's going to do is discard him to get $6. Remember his ability, gets an extra 3. So he's going to get 6, so he's going to be able to build or hire that nasty blue guy next turn. So we're going to go to yellow. And yellow, oops, keep forgetting to remove these workers off their characters. Alright, so what does yellow want to do? I think first he's going to activate his blue and purple, so he's gonna get $4 and 2 points like usual. That's pretty nasty. Next, he can actually get either of these if he builds a canal space, which he might do. He does need to build a house as well, so he does need a lot of characters. So I think he's gonna build a canal just so he can get more meeples. And what he's gonna do is he can go blue, or he can go blue. I think he's gonna go blue. He's gonna use the Italian, weird name for a character here, to build this one here. So that's gonna be $3. All right, and that's gonna allow him to spend a purple meeple. And he's gonna take back a purple, a blue, and let's see, what color house does he want to build? Man, this one is super powerful, but it's cost 12. What is this? Other players must take. Oh, this one's pretty nasty as well. Discard. I think he's gonna build a red house. So he's gonna actually take a red one. Alright, there you go. That's his turn. And now we get to me. Alright, let's show you my gameplay here for a second. I think I'm gonna have to build a person or hire a person. Let's see which one's the best here. For each money bag in my play area, I'll get a point. Too bad I have 0, so it's useless. For each hammer, I get 1. I got 0, so it's useless. At the end of the game, he's part of this group and 2 other groups. Okay, it's an endgame scoring card. For each sword person, take $2. I got 0, and for each tent, I'll take $2. Well, I do have another tent character, so that'll be $4 more if so I'm able to generate a ton of money. But the problem is, I'd rather generate points. I mean, I could go for one of these 2 and then hope to get one of these 2 things, and it'll just get me a point every single time, which kind of sucks. I could also put in the jester. I mean, what are my options here? I could also keep an eye on that card every time and put him into play. I could also build another house with my yellow guy to get me an extra $2. Let's see, what does he do? For each hammer? Yeah, you know what? I'll do that. So I'm gonna put him into my play area. It's gonna cost me a yellow. You know, while I'm here, put it on here. That's gonna generate me $6. Right, there you go. So that was kind of lackluster turn, but it is what it is. Alright, so let's go to green. Green's gonna start off by using his ability, although it's gonna cost him a ton of money. But he can get a... So he wants to get the prince out as well. So how much money? He does have 9, so he's gonna spend 9 for this. And he's got the other prince, so with 1 yellow worker, he's gonna get back $2 and a point. So both of them have princes that are scoring them points, and I'm lagging behind pretty badly. Alright. Next is going to be yellow. So what does yellow want to do? Yellow needs to build a house. We already knew that. He's going to put this one as a house. Alright. Back to me. Let's see. I mean, I could build a canal so that I can activate one of these powers, maybe get more workers, but I do also want... I could also get rid of 2 threat, which would be really good, but I'm running out of yellow workers. But then I can build another canal, so I can actually double these up. I can get a bunch of yellow workers, and then my next turn get a bunch of threat out. Because that's going to be a yellow... Although I don't have a yellow... I can only build 1 canal, because I don't have a yellow character to build a canal. I mean, alright, let me get rid of this dude. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of him. Alright, I'm gonna get rid of him to build a canal. That's gonna cost me $1. Now, what do I want? Do I want the meeples or do I want to get rid of threat? The threat's not been bad this game. I think I'm gonna go for the meeples. Alright, so I'm gonna use a purple one. Alright, and I'm gonna take back 2 yellows, and I'm gonna take back another. You know what? I'll take back 2 yellows and a purple. No, 3 yellows. You know what? I'm gonna take back 3 yellows. Alright. Yeah, there you go. Alright, we're going down to green. So what does green want to do? Green's still holding on to this guy. I think he's going to hold on to him to build it later. He can discard his thread markers with the crossbowman, which is a pretty good card. You know, that's what he is going to do. Should he do that? He does need money. He can discard this one for 5. He doesn't have any cash. So he can't really use his minstrel's power if he doesn't have cash. So he's going to get rid of this for $5. Alright, yellow second last action. So what does yellow want to do? So yellow's free to do a bunch of things. I think he's going to focus on this board over here. Let's see, he only has $5, so he won't be able to hire any of these guys. He doesn't want to use... He could use his yellow worker. He doesn't want to use his blue or purple because he uses them with his prince and his baron. So I think what he's going to do... I mean, he can get rid of him for money because he's kind of broke. And then, with the extra... Does he have enough for this? He has 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... No, he's going to have 11. He was missing $1 for this guy. Oh no, he's going to have to get rid of both of these if he wants to keep this guy for next round. Oh... you know what I think he's gonna do? Actually, he has a better idea. He's gonna get rid of the blue and $1 to build this one, and then he's gonna use a purple, and with the purple he's gonna take back a purple, another purple, and a blue so he can keep powering up his baron and prince. Alright, for my second last action of the round, I mean, at this point I should just start building a bunch of guys just to maybe get the majority of characters. I mean, he counts as extra characters, so if I get... But it's only at the end of the game. So if I get those other characters that score for specific characters at the end of the game, he can score me a lot of points. He's kind of pointless right now. I could also build another canal with the red. So maybe that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use him to build the canal. That's going to cost me $1. Alright, which one should I play? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get rid of a yellow. I'm just gonna get rid of 2 threat. So I got no threat on my board anymore. Yeah, I don't have to worry about threat. Alright. Actually, what was the card on top? Ooh, the Admiral. I actually wanted to build him. Okay, let's back up 2 seconds. Let me take this guy back. I'm gonna still end up playing it, but what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna use my red worker. Sorry about that. Just back up 2 seconds. My red worker here, which allows me to draw him, and then I'm gonna play him. That'll cost me 6. All right. And then I did the rest of my canal action. Which did all that stuff. But did I get rid of a blue? I didn't have to get rid of a blue because... Anyway, it doesn't matter. So there you go. That was my action. Done. Let's not worry about it. That's how it is. Alright, so green's going to go. So now green has money. So... I think he's going to play this one to force us to use the blue... to force everyone to take blue. Although this one's really good as well. Well, he can build this turn and then this next turn. Alright, so he's gonna play him for 6. He's gonna actually power it up. So we're all gonna take a blue. So me and yellow are gonna take a blue. So that's not bad for me because I have the protection from blue. So I can put a blue worker here to get rid of it and score points every time. So that's pretty good. Yellow's last action. I think he's going to get rid of this for money. So next turn he can maybe build this. So he's going to get rid of that for $5. So he's at 10. He's missing 2 to get this powerful guy out. And the last action of the round. I might as well... I don't have the money now. I only have $1. Oh boy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. So I can get rid of this for 3, get rid of this for 2. I can build another house, which is kind of pointless. Oh, if only I had the money. Could get the other 2 workers. You know what? I'm going to get the other 2 blues to fight off those flood tokens. So I'm going to get rid of this. Get the 2 blues that I need to fight off the flood. And there you go. It's the end of the round. Let's get rid of these. Get rid of that later. Give this to the yellow player. And I'll set up for now. Well, so we're almost done. So as you can see, these decks are small. I did shuffle in less cards to make it a smaller game. But you'll see what the end game looks like. Alright, so I'll be back. Alright, we all drew our cards. Yellow's gonna roll. Wow, more boats. Alright, here we go. There we go. Ooh, $4 to go up the rep track. So we're all gonna get a red threat. This will be the first red one for everyone. Alright, a bunch of boats are gonna come out. So purple and brown. Purple and brown. Which are both use one of your 1 instance guys again. And unfortunately, let me see, did anyone build any of those? No, I didn't. So anyway, that'll be interesting. Probably nobody's gonna try to build canals this round, or maybe will to try to get a majority. But I did check for majorities last round, and green was gonna get the actual majority for people. So I forgot to flip that over. And there you go, that's it. Okay, so yellow's up first. Oh wait, is anyone gonna pay $4 for that? I think yellow's gonna do it just so that they can sort of try to get the majority for that. So they're gonna pay 4 to go up. Do I want to pay 4? I can't. I only have $1, and green can't. All right, so that was a good move by yellow. And their first player. So what do they want to do first? Looking at their hand, I think they're gonna obviously activate their 2 guys right now. So Prince and Baron. So that's gonna be another 2 points. It's gonna be $4. And they're kind of gonna get screwed because they just realized that they have 2 blues, and the green's gonna force them to get another blue. So they're gonna try to use up all their characters as much as they can. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna use their purple guy on their butcher, which lets them take any other meeple of their choice. And I think the one that they're gonna take is a purple one. And then they're just gonna build a house just to, you know, lose more workers, right? Because they're gonna end up losing it anyway. And you know what? They're not too interested about the. Actually, they're gonna take a red one. They don't really care about this character card. Actually, they need red later on here. Wait, let me think about this. They're gonna lose their workers anyway, so they need yellow and they need red for the canals. They won't need purple for a while for canals, so they'll actually get rid of the model. So they'll get rid of a purple. So we'll pretend that was a purple, and double out another house. All right, there you go. All right, so now it's my turn. Whoops. All right, so let me activate some things here. So before I get another of those tokens, I'm gonna actually use my Admiral to get rid of this, and that's gonna give me a point. Woo, I'm finally on the board. All right, my first points of the game. What else? So this guy's useless for me. I don't have any crowns. I do still want to build the Jester, although I do need money. Take an extra 3. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put him in as a house. All right. And then I'm gonna activate him to give me $8. 2, 4, 6, 8. All right. Boom. So I'll be good for cash for a while. Yeah, be good for cash for a while, I think. All right, next green is gonna go, and they're gonna be mean to. They're gonna be mean to yellow. They're gonna activate a smuggler, so everyone's gonna get a blue. Well, me and the yellow are gonna get a blue, and then that's gonna be 3 blues for yellow, which is gonna allow them to discard all their workers. Boom. All right, they're pretty happy about that. Next, they're gonna activate their minstrel and their prince. So prince is gonna give them $2 and a point, and the minstrel is gonna allow them to build, although they don't have enough money for that right now. So let me take that back. So before they do that, what they're gonna do is gonna get rid of this for $6, and then next turn they'll use those $6 to build one of those 2 canals. All right, so yellow's up now. So yellow has no workers, but they have a ton of cash. Let's see. They want to really build him. So let's see. They have 9. They're at 10. So they need $3 more. You know what? They're going to get the cash and put this powerful guy into play as soon as they can. So they're going to get $6 for that. All right. Then it's back to me. All right. What do I want to do? I do want cards that give me points. Unfortunately, I don't have anything that gives me points. This guy gives me points for the crowns. For each person in your player, immediately take $2. So if I build him, he's gonna give me $8. So I spend 3 to net 5. And then if I build a canal later, he'll give me 5 again. I mean, is that worth my time? Is it worth my time? For each purple house, I don't even have a yellow. I should have not spent my yellow guy to build a house. I really needed it to build a canal. So I might have to wait for a yellow card to show up so I can copy it. Oh boy. Alright, so let me put in the Jester. Hopefully I'll pick up one of those cards that score me for other cards at the end of the game. Might be useless though, but let me do it anyway. So for 3, $3. All right. Next is gonna be green. Green needs houses and also wants to build canals. Ooh, this guy's pretty good. So I think what he's gonna do is gonna build a house with this one here. That'll be a brown. And finally, yellow's gonna go and he's gonna get this guy for 12. So he pays 3 less for every future person that he wants to pay. That's just huge. All right, so that's gonna cost him 12. So 1, 2, 3, and 3. Boom. Right, so now all his guys are super cheap. Although he still has no workers, he might have to figure out how to get more workers. All right, back to me. By the way, this is the second last round of the game. There's only 4 cards left here. So next round is going to be the last one. So I might just want to spam some characters in there, try to get maybe majority and maybe score extra points at the end of the game. Who knows? These are just money. I might want to put him in just to score me. Maybe I'll get a crown person at the end of the game to score me extra points. Plus he's 2 points. You know what? Let me put him in. So at this point, I can't really be choosing too much what I want to play, so I'm going to play him for 6. Although unfortunately he is another yellow character. I got a bunch of guys that activate on yellow, which isn't great. Alright, that was my turn. That was just 2 points. We'll go to green, who wanted to play the gunner. Yeah, so he's going to play the gunner, which allows him to get rid of 3 threats, and he gets a point for each threat that he gets rid of. So it's going to cost him 6. Sorry about that. He's gonna get rid of 3 threat. He's gonna get 3 points. 1, 2, 3. There you go. Pretty good turn there by green. All right, and finally, yellow's last move. Doesn't have any artists, but he's an artist himself. So he scores 5 points for himself. I think because he's comfortable that he's gonna have a lead. I think that's his best bet. Although this is going to cost him still, if he minuses 3, still $6, which he doesn't have. So what does he want to do with this? I think he's going to use this to build a canal. And there you go. That's what he's going to do. He's going to do that. Spend $2 to get a canal out there. And he's going to keep his purple card for next round. My last action for the round. I think I'm going to get rid of him just for money. Get rid of this for 6. You gotta look at the die of the 6. So that was my last action for the round. And finally, we're gonna look at green. And I think what green is gonna do is build a house or get workers. He needs the workers to give us flood tokens, so he needs this. Actually, you know what he's gonna do? He doesn't even have the money to activate his minstrel. So what he's gonna do instead, he's gonna use his blue and $3 to build a canal here. And he's gonna keep his last card. He's not gonna pay for either of these because they're kind of pointless. And there you go. That's the end of the round. This is going to go to me. So next round is going to be the last round. We're going to check majorities. We all, actually, me and green both have 5 characters and yellow has 4. So we're still not in the majorities. This track here has 5 and 5. So nobody's going to get it there. And the rep track is still tied. So nobody's going to get it there. All right, so good. So let's go to the last round. We're going to draw cards and it's going to be the last round. Alright, last round of the game because we finished off the decks. I'm first player. Let's give this a roll. Alright, so we're going to get a red. We get a bunch of threats here. Although we're only going to get a brown and a purple. Brown and purple. And brown and purple. So probably going to be the last threats we're going to get in the game. So we're not going to get affected by that. Next, only the yellow boat comes out, which is play an extra card. Oh, I did forget to get rid of these two. From last round, this is purple and this is brown. Where's the brown ones? There you go. Alright, so we can pay 2 to advance. I think yellow's definitely going to pay 2. Just so you can try to get majority. Now, I sort of have to decide. Do I want to pay 2? Oh, I sort of have a combo I want to do next round. I can build her, which lets me search for another crown, which will combo off of my other character. Then I can use the gatekeeper to build. If I do the math right, I don't think I have enough money to actually move up to, because I only have $6 now. That'll pay for this and this. So I want to play him. I do also need $4 to pay for that, which is this one here. So I might have an extra card that'll allow me to get $1 or $1. Oh boy, that's not good. Although I could copy a card off the top of the deck with my special power. Ay ay ay. For each person get money. If I really need money, I can build him. Oh no, but I need one of these two for the houses that I want to build. So no, you know what? I'm not gonna go up. I'm gonna leave the majority for yellow because I think I'm gonna need every coin that I have. And green doesn't even have enough to go up. He has 1 coin and it's gonna cost 2. So there you go. So we're done. Alright, so I'm first player. What do I want to do? I think the first thing I'm gonna do is just to start off my combo here. Oh, I need money. I do need money. I need a yellow worker eventually. Okay, I'm gonna hope that there's a yellow card that shows up on top of the deck, or a card that, or purple or brown card, because I do need both these brown cards to be built, and I need this one to go on the track. All right, so let me try this. So I'm gonna use a yellow guy and $4 to do this. So it's gonna be $4. So I'm down to $2. Although, wait a second. I did have the yellow worker that can give me... Oh, you know what? I will pay the $2 to go up the track, because I do have my yellow worker that'll give me a ton of cash. I forgot about that. So that'll allow me to build a canal there. And I'm not going to do this ability here, because I really need my yellow worker to power up my thing, and I'm going to do it now. So let me use my blue one here to get rid of this. That's going to be a point. Then I'm gonna use my yellow worker here, which will be 1, 2, 3, 4. It's gonna be $8. 6, 7, 8. And I'm gonna wait for maybe a yellow. If I can get lucky and copy a card that's actually good, we'll see. All right, so green. What does green want to do? They want to activate their prince. They're gonna do that right away. So that's gonna give them a point and $2. All right. What do they want to do? So they can use a yellow one for 3 points here, or they can go yellow purple, but they don't have enough money. That's gonna cost them 9, which is huge. Although they can get a ton of cash with their ability. Oh, they can get $9 from just this one purple, but then if they use it with that, then they won't be able to build this canal here. So I think what he's gonna do is he's gonna get rid of this one for the cash instead. So he's just gonna get $5. All right, that's green. Let's go to yellow. And what does yellow want to do? Yellow. Yellow has no workers. He really wants to power up his Baron and his Prince. That takes a purple and a blue. So he might discard these two for workers. That'll give him an extra 2 points and $4 because he's broke. He has nothing. So that's his first 2 actions. In between these two, I think he's going to get rid of this one for the 2 purples. Alright. Then it's back to me for my third to last action, I think. Although that's a purple one up there. Do I really want that card? No, I do not. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to need 2 houses and build these two guys. So I'm gonna have to use one of those two guys as a house. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna use this one like a house. All right, so this one's gonna cost me a red. I'm running out of space here, so just put it right over there. It's gonna cost me a red. All right, I think I figured out my end game. We'll see if it works. Now, what does green want to do? Green needs a house as well. He's only got red and brown workers left, so I think he's gonna put him. Whenever you advance on the reputation track, yeah, he doesn't need this guy anymore. He's gonna do that for brown. Get rid of that. Although no, he needed the brown for this. Never mind. Although he might get rid of a yellow so he can play an extra card. But if he plays an extra card, yeah, he's gonna do that. He's gonna play a yellow because he'll be able to afford it anyway. So he's gonna play a yellow to get 2 yellow workers. It's gonna be tight. He might not have enough. Does he have enough money? Let's see if he plays these 2. Let me just calculate this. If he plays these 2 for here, that's $9. No, you know what? Instead of the 2 yellow workers, he's gonna take the $3 just so I can finish off this for the end of the game. All right, so there you go. So we already know what he's gonna do to finish off the game. He's gonna build those 2 canals. Let's see what yellow's gonna do for the end game. I mean, he can build characters for super cheap, or $6, but he has no money. Oh yeah, we already knew what he was gonna do. He's gonna get rid of this for his 2 blue workers. Then he's gonna activate his Baron and his Prince. It's gonna be 2 more points and $4. Alright, there you go. Alright, then back to me. Alright, what I'm gonna do first, alright, is okay, what I'm gonna do first is use my red character here to take the top card of the discard pile, and I'm gonna use it as a building. Alright, so I'm going to use my blue worker here, which is my last worker. This is going to work out perfectly. I'm going to put it up here. Alright, and then for my action for the round, I'm going to put in the Gatekeeper, which is a free action, free cost character, but he lets me build a canal for free, which is huge because, boom, just like that, it's my last space there. Boom, and I get the 9-pointer. I know you're not supposed to play with the 8 and 9 if you're only 3 players. They're supposed to come out only if you're 5, but I just like to throw it in anyway. Alright, so I got 2 cards left. Alright, so green, we already sort of knew what he was going to do. He wanted to build the last 2, so he's going to use this one to build a 4 canal here, so that's going to be $4. To put it here. So he's racing to get the 8 points here. Alright, and then it's going to be yellow. I think yellow is just gonna build their most expensive guy. This guy's 5 points on his own. That's insane. So he's gonna, oh, he's missing $2 for that. No, he's gonna have to do this for $2. That seems horrible. Let's see. Oh man. Alternatively, he could play this to get rid of a threat and score a point, and then build him. And in total he'll get 3 points, but this is 5 points. So he does lose 2 points in the end. So yeah, he's gonna get rid of this for $5, then spend his last action to put out the 5-point character. Alright, actually, you know what? For his last action, I'll just do it now. He's gonna play him, which will cost him 6. And there you go, he's done. Those were all his actions. My next action, and last action, is going to be playing her, which is going to be huge. So I'm just going to discard my last card because it's pointless. What she lets me do is it costs 6. I'm going to build her in one of my houses, and what she lets me do is search the discard pile for a crown person of my choice, place it into a free empty house in my area. That's why I have to build extra houses. I'm going to play her here. I'm going to go through the discard and get any other noble character and play it here. So let's go through the discard. So find me a noble. I laugh if there's no nobles in here. That would be hilarious. Maybe I should have done this off screen. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Well, that's my luck. There's no nobles in here. Wow, I did that whole plan for absolutely no reason. Alright, that just may have made me lose, but we'll see. Yeah. Alright, endgame scoring. So I already scored for yellow and green. Yellow got to 50 and green got to 46. It was really close. So how do you score? So the first thing you're going to do is score your people. Go to my other screen here. So you're going to look at the top left number of all your people. So I'm going to have 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, which isn't great. 11 plus 7 is 18. Alright, next, you're going to calculate your houses. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more points. 8 plus 18, 26. Alright, next, you're going to do your majority marker. So I got all of them, which is great. 12 points. 38. Alright, next, your canal spaces. So I'm going to get 3 plus the 9, so that's 12. Alright, and that's going to shoot me into first, I think. That's going to be 38, so that's 50 exactly. Tied with yellow. Alright, so I'm going to get one of these. And lastly, your reputation points, 5 more. Boom, just like that, I win. So that's the last thing you calculate. So there you go. So I ended up pulling it off by getting all the majorities. Yellow was actually missing 1 rep, and if you would have gone 1 more up, he would have shot up past me here and he would have won. So there you go, that's the game of Bruges. I hope you enjoyed it. That's probably my favorite multi-use card game. It's amazing. All right, so we'll see you in the next one. Later.